Hi, Katie.
Hi, Bert.
All right, so is this your sketchy job we're talking about? Or somebody else's sketchy job, potentially, we could be talking about?
No, this is someone else's sketchy job, potentially. And I need to know if you all think that things are too good to be true. If you're ever offered something that, like my friend who was offered her dream job. And she's trying to figure out what to do right now. So she has a job that she's been working at for about 6 years, and she enjoys it. She loves it. No real problem there where she works. However, recently she was DM'd on LinkedIn by some random woman who was like, hey, we looked at your profile. We think you would be a great fit. We have a position here at our company, and we would like you to come in and interview.
How often does that happen on LinkedIn, where like an employer searches you out rather than vice versa?
I've never heard of it, but I don't use it often.
Yeah,
Quite a bit?
It happens.
Huh?
Yeah. There are a lot of recruiters on LinkedIn too. So if you're open to work on your profile, or they'll headhunt you as well. They'll look for certain keywords on your profile, which is why if you are job hunting, make sure your LinkedIn profile is updated.
Mm-hmm. So of course, when she saw this, she was like, that's kind of weird, but I'm gonna do research into the company.
Spam.
Right. You think it's spam immediately. So she looks at the woman's profile, and then she looks at the company. She's like, this is a legit company. What's the harm in just going on the interview and just seeing? Because the position for the job is something that the field that she's already working in, and something that she is interested in growing in too. So she went on the interview. Interview went well.
Real building.
Real people. Right?
Yeah.
So she's like, okay. And they're like, we'll let you know how, if we'll follow up or not.
Like she didn't show up and she just pulled up to like an empty lot or something like that?
Nope.
Nobody jumped her as soon as she got out of the car?
Nothing like that. So then they're like, hey, we liked you for the first interview. We want you to come do a second interview with more higher ups.
Oh, that seems legit.
Right? So she's like, second round of interviews? Now she's starting to get excited. She's like, okay, this could be more legit. Not as worried about it being a fake or sketchy company. They do an interview with her, and then like, we got one more interview for her, for you. So she goes through 3 interviews with this company.
Damn, okay.
And after her third interview, a couple of days later, they said, hey, so sorry, we're just going to hire within, but you did great.
After 3 interviews?
After 3 interviews.
Wow.
So she was kind of bummed out a little bit because she's starting to get excited. You think 3 interviews, I'm doing great, I'm on a roll. And then you tell me, sorry, we're going to hire someone within. She lets it go. A week or so later, that same hiring woman hits her up and says, hey, I know what we said about that position, that we're going to hire from within, but that didn't work out. So we would actually like to hire you.
Okay.
For that position.
Yeah.
And then they list down what they're offering. And they're offering almost double her current salary of where she currently works. And they're willing to pay for her school for her to get her master's degree in this field that she's currently in.
Mm-hmm.
And like, hey, you have a week to accept this offer. Take it or leave it. And so she's trying to figure out, is this real? What does this mean? Because you denied me and then you double back. Something seems off about this, but you're offering a really great, package deal here. So she's torn on, does she accept this offer or does she go back to her current company because she loves where she's working now and tell them, hey, look, this is what this place is offering me. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do about it?
I think you can do both. I think you can go back to the company that she loves working for, tell them that there's an offer on the table, and if they match it, great. If not, I'm taking my ego right out of it. Okay, I was your second choice. I went through 3 interviews. You guys came around. I'm taking it. She can do both.
Yeah, like I'm not liking the way it went down, and I don't know if that's a reflection of the company or not, and their judgment. But who knows the circumstances of why the inside hire didn't work out. Mm-hmm. But maybe this is the universe's way of saying this job was actually meant for you. And so I'm like, Bert, I would take my ego out of it. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I'm second choice or not. Now this has fallen into my lap. But I do think you should give your current employer the option to match.
Sure.
So one thing, if you have a position you create at a company and you want to hire someone within, you legally have to post the job and interview other candidates. So they may have already created the role for the person within the company and still legally had to go ahead and interview other candidates to prove the person in-house was the best for the job. For whatever reason, that person in-house might have been like, you know what, I don't want it. So they went, I think it's a great thing. And I think people don't realize too, you can make more money by leaving your job every couple of years and going to work for another company. You can like double your salary, just like you said. So it seems weird if you're thinking in like, well, you go to a company, you work there a long time. Why are they offering double? But that's how companies do now. Instead of like investing in the talent that they have, they hire outside talent for even more money. So I would say if she loves where she's working, yeah, go ahead and approach your company, but know that they're probably not going to match a double salary. That is a big jump, and she should leave and take the jump. I think she should take the risk.
But, and I do want to get Mo and Abby's opinion on this also. If she goes to the company and they said, we can't match that, that's way too much. They may say, but we can give you 50% of what the other company is giving you. And if she likes this job so much, she said she loves it here, and she can get a 50% raise out of it, stay.
Okay.
I can't disagree with what's being said. I mean, to me, if your friend was ultimately really happy with her first job, she probably wouldn't be looking for another, right? So maybe this really is the universe's way of pushing her in the right direction. And if the only thing I thought was sketchy was the fact that I wasn't their first choice, that doesn't really matter. So many people have turned companies around and changed their lives by being the second choice at first, but then showing up and proving to be they should have been the first. I would go ahead and take my ego out of it too.
Yeah, to me, this is best case scenario because you have a legit offer that you can bring to your employer and be like, hey, this is what they're going to pay me. They're even going to pay for my school. What can you offer me? And I know that 100% jump might seem like a lot, but I had a friend that found out that her male colleague was making double what she was making. She brought that information to them. They paid her right up. So the only holdup for me with this job offer is if they're going to pay for my school, I mean, it's a pretty sweet deal. That would be my only hang up.
And that's what she was just worried about how it happened, and she felt like it's sketchy and maybe it's possibly too good to be true, but she hasn't made a decision yet. She has 1 week to figure it out. So.
Well, she got a week.
Yep.
Okay.
The Bert Show.